A few months back, I read you a story about a small Canadian startup company, literally a few people. They did a test, and at first it was a joke. They said this was actually kind of not really a prank, but kind of a joke, just to see what would happen. And they put air in a can, kind of like the ones you blow off your PC, little dust buster cans and stuff. You go to Walmart or any store, Best Buy, wherever, and you buy those little cans. You know, pressurized air. You spray off the dust or whatever off your PC or keyboard or whatever. Well, they said we're going to essentially make mini scuba tanks. We're going to take the same concept, the same kind of cans, and put compressed air in there. So if you were to spray it and inhale it, you're essentially breathing in clean air. And we're going to ship it to China. We're not going to ship it there. We're going to put it online and see if they want to buy it. And they sold out so fast, they looked at each other like, holy crap. So they made an order of 1,000. Boom, sold out. Can you imagine a little can, I should say, about this big? Because that's about the size. And it's filled with air. It's got a little nozzle, and you can... How many breaths can you get out of a can? I mean, let's think about that. Let me just say, I'm going to throw an absurd number out there. 50 full breaths. Exhale. Inhale. I'm going to say you get 50 breaths out of one of these cans. How many times does a person in China, a human on Earth, as a matter of fact, breathe in a day? You think it's more than 50? I'll give you the stats. Why? Because we got Google. Google. How many breaths does a person take in a day? On average, a person at resting, which is even easier, takes about 16 breaths per minute. This means we breathe about 960 breaths an hour, or 23,040 breaths a day. So I'm going to be extra nice. One can will give you 100 breaths. Okay? But it's so full of smog in China, people want to try anything. And I'm wondering, are they even more sheep-like than us Americans? And the answer to that might be yes, because of what they did. I did a video on this. I actually had a parody. I still have it written. I haven't done it yet. And it was about that can, that air in a can. And it was a fantastic one, by the way. I just don't want to do it right now. Having said that, this damn Pokemon Go app for your phone, I think, has taken the cake. And I know you could probably play it in China too, but all the stories I'm hearing is from America. So now I think we've outdone the sheep in China. Man in New Zealand quits his job to play Pokemon Go full time. And I know this is New Zealand, but he's got support in America. I told you the story the other day. 2 men physically walked off a cliff. I think it was California. They walked off a cliff. Stand by 1 second. I got some kids or something knocking at the door, and they are relentless. All right, so where was I? Talking about the sheeple American. We may have overtaken China on the whole Pokemon Go thing. Referred to the 2 men walked off a freaking cliff in California, past a little barricade sign that basically says this is a very, I don't know the term, rough zone or whatever. It's be careful where you step because it might come loose, that kind of a thing. That's all right. We're going to catch this damn Pokemon. And I watched a video last night. My wife showed me from Facebook that someone posted on there. And somebody was filming. I don't know where this exactly was. Somewhere in America for sure. And there were dozens and dozens and dozens of sheeple. And it would look like it was nighttime. On a neighborhood corner or something. Scouring. Oh my God, there's a rare Pokemon. A rare Pokemon. And the guy was kind of laughing, filming like, oh my God, look at all these people. They're after a rare Pokemon. Hang on. I need this. This is important right now. I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man, including those who want to play Pokemon and fall off cliffs. Not jump off, fall off. Accidental. Numerous car accidents. It's out of control. So one of our ally friends, if you will, New Zealand man, quits his job to play Pokemon. Let's see what kind of advice people give him. Like, sir, young man, from the picture of this guy, looks like he's about 30 years old, roughly, and he may even say his age. We'll find out in a second. A man in New Zealand has quit his job to play Pokemon Go full-time. Keeping in mind you don't get paid for playing Pokemon Go. In case that's where you thought where this story was going, he quit one job to play Pokemon Go full-time, somehow getting paid. No. I'm quitting my job to go play a game that makes nothing for me and actually costs me money because I'm going to have to drive all over the damn place to capture these little bastards. Tom Curry worked as a barista and bartender at a seaside restaurant on the Hibiscus Coast near Auckland, but has decided to jack that in to find digital creatures on his phone instead. He says he's relying on friends and family to help out, but admits his parents are a little bit baffled. He says, when I resigned, I didn't tell my manager I was going out into the world to hunt Pokemon, he told Newsbeat. But after my story got picked up, I gave him a courtesy call to update him, just in case the media contacted him. I got an absolutely lovely response from him. Good on you, Tom, he said. Yeah, it's real funny. It's really funny. I hope everything is okay. Have fun on your Pokemon trip. My dad sent me through a text message saying he always knew I would be famous. Oh, you're famous. Yeah, you're famous. So are the guys that have shot the cops recently who got killed. They're famous. So are the cops who lost their lives recently. They're famous. Right? These are not good ways to be famous. And you playing Bozomon Go makes you famous in a bozo kind of a way. I'm all for people going out and actually playing this game. Let me say that. It gets you out of the house. You're walking around, maybe running, excited. Oh, there's a new cat Pokemon. Great. Maybe you're out with your kids. They want to play. Fantastic. Family time. But when people start falling off cliffs and are so focused they're driving and crashing into people, and they're out at 3 o'clock in the morning as a rare Pokemon over here in the corner, man. Could you imagine the neighbors? What the hell's going on? And what the hell's this? Is there a freaking raid going on? Are these people trying to mug? Are they like robbing the whole area? What the hell's... Well, they all have their cell phones in their hand. Wait a minute. They've all stopped. And they're doing this flicking motion on their phone. What the hell? Oh my God, it's Night of the Return of the Living Dead. The zombies are out, honey. Get the shotgun. No. Sweetheart, they're playing Pokemon Go. It's a new game on their phone app. Don't worry about it. We'll deal with the noise. 3 o'clock in the morning. I got to work tomorrow. Don't worry about it. They're having a good time. That's all that matters. Matter of fact, some of them just quit their job to participate in that. Since beginning his quest to find all the monsters, Tom says he's caught 91 of the 151 Pokemon available in the game. He says the travel has been the best part of playing. Instead of going to work every day, is what he said. Instead of going to work every day, work. I'm a millennial. I'm going to go play Pokemon. Quote, I get to walk around and explore towns I've never been to, he says. Again, that in and of itself, great. You're going on a little trip, going to towns, seeing the world, yeah. Hey, how are you funding that? I quit my job. Okay, that's kind of an opposite answer. How are you funding this? I quit my job. So how do you earn money? I don't. So you're burning through any savings. Oh yeah, not only that, that's gone. My parents said they'd help me out a little bit in the meantime. Now here's a good use for this. Get ready for this. An animal shelter in America, shocking actually, is getting people to walk its dogs while they play Pokemon Go. That's a brilliant idea, truly. Quote, this is back to the story. I have been meeting heaps of people, tourists traveling the country and other Pokemon trainers at the small and sometimes huge public gatherings. For those of you who don't know what a Pokemon trainer is, that's you. You're the trainer. You collect the Pokemon. You're the Pokemon trainer. When you and your friends have to physically go for a walk or a run to catch a rare Pokemon in the area, and you all catch it, that is definitely a highlight. Tom says he's also starting to get recognized in New Zealand after various websites and newspapers ran his story. He says people around the world are getting in touch to wish him good luck. I've been approached by a few other Pokemon trainers who recognized me and wanted to chat, he said. I have had people asking for photos, and one guy even called me his hero for doing what I'm doing. I have received the messages on Facebook from around the world, messages of support from America, Ireland, Canada, India, and Nepal. The story has gone global, so no doubt I'll be getting a bit more fan mail. Tom says he will go back to work once his Pokemon adventure comes to an end. When I finish the trip and get back to Auckland, I will be looking for work and working on my new business. And of course, still catching Pokemon. How come this article doesn't have a bit of realist news in it? Like him saying, we did have some supporters from America, but some people were also urging me to retain a job or urging me not to go on this trip and that I should have kept my job. Things like that. Why is that missing from this story? Because that's the mindset these days. Nobody wants to work. Everybody wants something for free. And if I do have a job, I'll just chuck it to the side and then go do something else. Now, I understand he was what was that exact word? That first word? Never heard that when referring to a waiter, but a barista and, bartender at a seaside restaurant. So you might argue, well, he doesn't get annual raises. He's a bartender, so he probably makes his little, and this is New Zealand. I'm assuming it might be like America. You make $2.35 an hour since you're a bartender or waiter, and then you earn tips. Because if it was any other job, what if he'd been there for 6 or 7, 8 years, 10 years, and he's making more than a new person would starting, and he quits that, throws it away to go capture digital nonsense, to then come back, hey, can I get my job back? And maybe they say yes. Oh, but listen, you quit. All your benefits stopped. Everything stopped. Got to start over again. Your vacation days, yeah, you used to get 3 weeks a year because you've been here for 5 years. Now you're only going to get 1 week. Well, that's okay. I got all my Pokemon. And what are you going to do with those Pokemon, sir? You going to turn in for something? Can you cash those in? Even a Bitcoin is digital nothingness. But I can turn that in to cash. Can you do something with those Pokemon? I might, and I don't know if you can do this yet on Pokemon Go, but maybe there'll be an updated patch later that allows you to trade Pokemon with another user. I'm sure, it's the game. Certainly you probably could do that, couldn't you? Oh, I've got such and such Pokemon. It's a very rare one. And maybe he can start to sell them. He can start his own trading company. We sell Pokemon. Remember when he said my new business? Was that the last part? When I finish the trip and get back to Auckland, I will be looking for work, another job, and working on my new business. I wonder if his new business is peddling, not fiction, peddling Pokemon. Digital Pokemon from phone to phone. What's your phone number? Okay, or email. I'll send you this, and you can PayPal me $150 because this is a rare Pokemon. But I've got the uber rare one, $300 if you want that one. So then you can literally have people like him saying, "Wow, I just made a cool, maybe in a day, holy crap, I just made $200 or $300. What in the F am I doing working for this schmuck over here? Bartending, listen to these drunk bastards. I'm going to go spend all my time capturing Pokemon and then sell them to the other sheeple. And then he'll have a viable business. And then we can look at him and say, you know what? Sir, you took something extremely sheeple zombie-like and turned it into a viable business by selling these things to other sheeple zombie. Sir, did you go to school for this, or how did you learn this technique? Oh, I just watched the powers that be. We're all sheep to them, and I see how they do to us, so I just went out and did the same thing. We just want our entertainment, and this is complete nonsense, so I figured, like the Chinese story, people sucking cans out of an air, I had something here. And the guy probably end up turning into a millionaire. Pokemon Go, what in the hell is going on in this world? Somebody tell me right now.